Red Dead Redemption was released 13 years ago with absolutely well-deserved critical acclaim, so when it was surprised announced for Switch 2 weeks ago, people were naturally very excited. For a few minutes. Unfortunately, the game has since received backlash when the price point, lack of multiplayer, and the fact that it's a straight port were revealed. Now, I'm not really one to get caught in the drama, so I was looking forward to revisiting this classic, which has always been right up there in my top 10 games of all time. So how does Red Dead Redemption do on the Nintendo Switch? Let's find out. Firstly, let's address the American buffalo in the cabin right now. The price of this port is ridiculous, and that attributes to the final score of this review. If the price tag doesn't put you off, you can easily add 20 to the base score of this review. Much like the ruffians in the Tavern of Armadillo, you can't help but feel a little cheated paying a premium for 2/3 of a game. I enjoyed my time on the Wild West on the Switch, but I just wish I could have shared that joy with friends. As much as I do love this game, there is a far better version of it that came out 13 years ago. Red Dead Redemption is set in the early 1900s, and you step into the spurred boots of John Marston as he is tasked with tracking down members of his old crew, the Vanderlyn Gang, and bringing them to justice. Things go awry early on, and so begins an epic tale of conflict, both literally and internally, full of danger and emotion. It's an engrossive narrative that's hard to put down and will keep you emotionally invested even after the credits roll. The world of Red Dead Redemption is fleshed out beautifully, and despite the aging graphics engine, it still is engaging as ever and holds up to this day. Inhabitants of the world go about their daily business, outlaws randomly cause mayhem, and mysterious strangers provide intrigue and further add to the story. The missions are fun and well structured, providing epic gunfights that keep you on the edge of your seat, as well as introducing quirky and well thought out characters that are full of personality. Gunplay is easily the strength of the core gameplay, with tight controls, and it's so satisfying fighting your way out of trouble. There are plenty of activities to do on the frontier, such as hunting and collecting items, made easier with a checklist and challenges which unlock new weapons and outfits. You can also clear bandit hideouts, which respawn after a few days of in-game time, to provide frantic gunfights that are sure to entertain. It's so easy to get lost in the world of Red Dead Redemption due to its excellent sound design. Animals call out across the prairie, gunshots echo in the distance, and moments of suspense are perfectly built with the western guitar twangs and rattles. It all comes together to create an immersive experience that builds tension and intrigue, as well as moments of intense shootouts. When you clear the campaign, and should you be impatient, you can jump right in to the included Undead Nightmare Pack, which delves into the zombie apocalypse of the Wild West. The Undead Nightmare campaign is a whole new game in itself, and features a humorous story that unapologetically pokes fun at the zombie movies and game tropes.
I saw my mama rip my daddy's face off and drink his blood. And they were happily married 20 years.
I'm sorry.
We were so glad to see my mama, because she's been dead for 3 years from the smallpox.
You can defend against a horde of zombies in horde mode, and reduce the zombie threats in towns with a new herd thinning mechanic, and collect the 4 horses of the apocalypse. It's a great addition to the game, and I recommend giving it a go, but try and do it after completing the main campaign of Red Dead Redemption. Double 11 Studios has done a fantastic job of adapting Red Dead Redemption to the Nintendo Switch, as performance is consistently smooth even when the action heats up. It looks fantastic in both handheld and dock mode, and there are minor upscaling and shadow improvements. Most of these changes are very subtle, and the game is still very much the 360 PS3 game that was released many moons ago. The controls are well done, and things like combat and riding feel amazing still. I did see some minor glitching in some cutscenes, but overall the port is an entirely enjoyable experience. The single player campaign is 100% intact for both Red Dead and Red Dead Undead Nightmare, but in a puzzling decision, multiplayer is completely absent. The inclusion of multiplayer could have helped justify the price tag, but alas, this version of the Frontier will be a solo one. The exclusion of multiplayer takes a huge chunk out of what made this game so incredibly fun, and I feel personally it's a missed opportunity to introduce a potentially new audience to the joys of forming a posse and rolling through the Wild West with friends. Couple this with the price tag of a brand new release for a game that's $15 elsewhere with absolutely no improvements, it's a hard sell for those with an Xbox, or even those who have played the game before. This isn't a definitive Red Dead Redemption experience, simply a handheld one. I award it a 74 out of 100.